Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, our praises and double honors due to Yahweh, Bahashim Hamashiach, wa Malak Yahushai. Secondly, this brother Yardan, W5 Detroit, coming back at you with yet another cold cut. Today in this cold cut, we will be touching on reasons why you may be feeling depressed, why you're going through it. Now, the short answer is, you got spirits on you, right? Right now, it's easy to point out the problem all day. That's the easiest thing in the world, to point out the problem. But it gets a little bit more hard when you have to figure out the answer. People want to address the problem all day, every day. The issues they have with somebody, but they never want to patch it up and mend things. People do not like the solution. Because sometimes it can be too hard trying to get to the solution. So they avoid it by just, keep piling it up. But I digress, all right? We're going to get to the solution, all right? One out of many solutions. This isn't the only solution, but one out of many. You understand? Now, being in this truth, it can take a toll on you. Not in a bad way, but, we know with much knowledge cometh much sorrow. That's in Ecclesiastes. I'm going to prove it to you. Right? The more you know, the more you kind of feel like, damn, what's the point? All is vanity. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18. It reads, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." The more you increase in knowledge, the more you will increase in sorrow. Right? The more you see people destroyed, finished, they're just not going to make it. That can make you feel depressed, kind of sad, down. You might even begin to ask the Most High, well, Lord, am I going to make it? You understand? But you don't give up. You literally don't give up. You have to keep pushing and pressing towards that mark. Here's the precept. This is Philippians chapter 3. I'll set at verse 14 to get to the point. "I press toward the mark for the price of the high calling of God is in Hamashiach Yahushai." Right? We have to press toward that mark all the day long. We have to make sure we're repenting and we're fasting, doing things that keep us in the spirit. You understand? Now look, nobody's a super brew. Nobody's a damn angel on earth. So by that I mean you're not going to be able to read the scriptures all day, every day, and study all day, every day to maintain in the spirit. And it might be times where you have to go for a walk. You might even have to meditate in the field. That's even what our forefathers did. Right? Like it's in, I believe, Psalms 60 and 10. Be still and know that the Lord is. I want to get that real quick. It might be Isaiah. Let me find it. Bear with me. Psalms 46 and 10. It reads this: "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth." Sometimes you have to go out in the field, just be still and acknowledge that the Lord is. Right? And have faith. That faith and hope is heavy. You understand? Not everybody's going to have faith and hope. Right? But for you to gain your faith and hope, you have to read the scriptures, of course. And sometimes, again, you might have to go for a walk, right, to really acknowledge the Lord as well. Because what does it say in Job, if I'm not mistaken, 12 and 7? "But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee." All right? That doesn't mean a squirrel is going to give you a lecture on economics. Neither does that mean a dolphin is going to teach you how to swim faster than a shark or whatever the case is. Right? When you observe and acknowledge these animals, these beasts that's around us, you can pick up certain traits and characteristics from them. And even noticing that, you acknowledge God, the Most High. How the Most High made them to be, how He made certain insects and animals to move in wisdom. Even the knowledge of that can be joyous to one. Even the knowledge of knowing how the ant moves without ceasing, that can be joyful to you. right? And knowing that the Most High put it in His Spirit to move like that, that should give you faith and hope. And that the Most High can make you be like that ant. Which is why He said in Proverbs, what was that, 6:6? Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. You have to go to that ant, consider her ways and be wise. Likewise with the other animals. But for you to do that, you have to get up off your ass. You have to go out. You gotta go for a walk. You gotta acknowledge life. That's why it says in Sirach 37:9. Oh, that's not it. Psalms, it's like Sirach 34:11. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express. Even in your travels, that's another way for you to acknowledge the Most High. Right? See how the Lord, does certain things. These are certain ways to help you stay in the spirit, stay alert, not to have a slothful demon on you, Because again, the whole lesson is, you're not going to be able to study and read 24/7. Watch videos 24/7. You understand? That's why the Lord mentioned verses that I'm bringing out for a reason. That you take heed to it and acknowledge it. You understand? And remember that as well. Like, not everybody's going to be at the same level. This is in no way, shape, form, and fashion me telling Israel, me telling Israel, don't read as much, don't study it. No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, you should read and study as much, but realistically speaking, you won't be able to read and study 24/7 because you have to work, you have to take care of your children, you have to care for some of the things of this world, especially if you're married. I'll bring out two more. This is Ecclesiastes 9:7. That's Sirach. This is Ecclesiastes 9:7. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for God now accepteth thy works. You understand? And I'm going to jump down to verse 9. Live joyfully with thy wife, whom thou lovest, all the days of thy life, of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. For that is the portion in this life, and in thy labor, which thou takest under the sun. And you have to remember, you're in this world, you're in this realm. You can't mope around all day and say, I'm an Israelite, I'm in captivity. You can't do that all damn day, man. You'll turn into a bug out. And in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. So, at the end of the day, you should have, if the Lord, allows it, you'll have a family. You kind of read with them, watch movies with them, go on a walk for them, go on a bicycle ride with them. You can't be over righteous much. The Lord said in this portion of this life, to have your wife and, be, kind of know when to, I hate to put it like this, but know when to acknowledge the good things before the Lord, that the Lord gave you. I was going to say, know how to acknowledge the good times, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to acknowledge the good times. For those who have ears, then you'll know what I'm saying. You have to acknowledge that the blessings that the Lord put before you. If He gave you a certain amount of money to travel, hey brother, go do it. You're not, limited to traveling because you're in captivity and you gotta, you can travel, brother. You can go to Puerto Rico. You can go to the damn islands if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not no super brews where you got to stay in your same city all day, every day, slave up and down. Nobody's telling our people to do that. Right? That's why I said what it said in Sirach. Through his travels, he gained much wisdom. You understand? But let me bring out this one as well. This is Ecclesiastes. Where's that at? This will be the last one. Ecclesiastes 7 and... Was that it? 11 and 7. It reads this: truly the light is sweet and pleasant. It's like and a pleasant thing is it for the eyes to behold the sun. Certain people may have seasonal depression, meaning when it's wintertime, it's all cloudy, muggy, and dark. People kind of get sad, kind of depressed when they don't see the sun. So when you do see the sun, and the Most High brings it forth and shines it, there's nothing wrong with acknowledging, the Most High made a beautiful day for you, and that you can take advantage of it. That's why I even say, let me get this in Sirach. Whoops. Sirach 32 and 22. I'm going to close out with two more. This one and another one is Sirach 30. Sirach 32 and 12. There take thy pastimes and do what thou wilt, but sin not by proud speech. So you can do what you want on this earth, but you can't sin by your proud speech. You can't, take advantage of the Lord making this beautiful earth, and now you say, oh yeah, now I can eat a dolphin. The Lord made the dolphin. He did make it, so it got to be good. You can't move in that spirit. We met a lot of brothers like that. The Lord did make weed. It got to be good for me, y'all. No. You can do what you want in your pastime. Do what thou wilt, but sin not by your proud speech and by your proud mind. Because you still have to maintain and keep the commandments. Right? Sirach 30 and 23. Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. Right? And again, on another level, there's a time and place for everything, but you can't be sad and sorrowful and mourn forever. That's not reasonable. It makes no sense. You can't mourn forever. You can't be sad forever. Right? That's why he said, love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. Right? That's plain upon tables. You understand? You have to love thine own soul and remove sorrow far from thee. So with that, I'm going to bid Israel Shalom. Our Baratazah Israel has been edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom.